as you guys all know, sorry about the having to hear the generator over there. Funny, ain't it? You buy a car for your wife to get back and forth to work. She hasn't driven that car in 4 months. She's been stuck at home. They won't let her go back to work. They're talking about keeping her at home, which is good because I love spending time with my wife. All right. So let's get out in this mess. Clear some of these spider webs out of the way. Yuck. Okay, so if you guys don't seem to remember, this all used to be woods. All of it. And now look at it. Look how beautiful it is now. Now I have to come through here with a weed eater and kind of clean up, but I wanted to get through this so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're doing. Well, as you know, to build a fence or a paddock in that general aspect, it's expensive to buy this stuff. It's not cheap. So I was watching a couple of videos, and one guy said that you don't have to use wood posts for every drop. So what we did is we went every 10 foot, and then we put in a wood post, and then another 10 foot, and now we're going to put in this other wood post right here. And we're going to do that all the way down through there. And this is all going to be our fence line. So we're going to show you guys right now what we're doing. We're putting in this fence. Now this fence will go all the way around. It's be 4 foot tall. And then on the top part of the barbed wire, we will be having, or on the top part of the T-posts and the wood posts will be barbed wire. So that way it all fills in. Now, this will be somewhat of a deer deterrent. It's 4 foot. If they want to jump over it, be my guest. But you got to be able to get in the garden. And guess what they haven't been able to do? Get in the garden. My plan worked. All right, so what we've done is we've taken our fence, rolled it out, put it on a tensioner, tensioned it up. Then I put these staples and I put one at the top and one midway. Now, for safety's sake for me and Des, I'm going to put some more staples in this. Now, you don't want to hammer the staples all the way down. You want to keep the staples to have movement for the fence. But I'm doing this as a point of us to be able to be secure, because I don't want the fence giving and springing back and hurting us. Because trust me, these fences will hurt you. So, get this in here right. Now I give it some room to play, and then once we get the fence tight, I'll tighten it up a little bit more, but not that much. So we're going to go about every other one. Now this is a safety precaution for us because I don't want this fence to give and I don't want us getting hurt. So all right, so we got that in there. These are all set up for the tensioner because when I pull a lot of tension, in case one of these gives, I want the other one to catch it. Now we've done every other one all the way down. We're going to put one at the very bottom because I don't want it to shift sideways. So we're going to go down here to the bottom. We're going to put another one. Now this is a welded fence from Red Barn, Red Brand. They are not paying me for this. I use their fence. Their welded fence is phenomenal. It's reliable. It does very, very well. Very well. I'm going to take you down the fence line and show you what I did. So all these are set up. This welded fence that we got is 4 foot. I set these up at 52 inches. And then we put our wood posts in at 6 foot ground up. So all these are at 52 right here. So from the ground up, they're all 52. Now see the slack in the line? We're going to tighten that up by using our winch setup. So these are the poles. They're all 6 foot, all the way down. We got our T-posts in, 52 inches. Remember, the welded fence is 4 foot. Now we're gonna pull the tension on this fence, and we're gonna get it tightened up so it's nice and tight. Then we're gonna do the clip. Some fence work. I got my boy right here. This is Desmond. You guys seen him on a couple other videos, maybe in and out type deal. Now what we're doing is we're finishing up this stretch of the fence on the front of our homestead. The reason why I'm putting up the fence is to keep predators out and to also keep some other things out, some wild dogs that are running around, things like that that you don't want to get your chickens. We don't want our chickens gone. So we're doing this. So far we have put in all this fence work right through here, all the way down around. Now that post, the only post that's tied in, these we just clipped for the time being, but all these are loose. There's nothing there. And what we're gonna do is I made my own fence tightener, and I'll show you guys how I did that when we get down to the end of it. But that so far is what we did. Now we're gonna go all the way down this line, all the way down to the very end. Now, this is where the 100-foot fence came to an end, which is right here. So what I do is I weave this and I weave this. So when we pull on the fence, it gives it some stability to hold in place. Now every 4th one, right here, this 4th one, I weave it down, which ties the two together. I'll do that on both sides. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going now. And you're gonna get to watch us put in the rest of this fence line to where we're putting our gate in. I did put in this H brace. You need to put an H brace in to give you more stability for your fence, and it makes it a lot tighter. Now I haven't ran my tensioner yet from corner to corner. We'll do that also, so hopefully I won't forget and you guys get to see us do that too. So right now, let's get working on this fence and get it put in. All right, guys. So this is my little winch setup I pulled to pull this taunt. This thing is very, very tight. The top, of course, is loose, but we can just sit there and pin this up and it'll be nice and tight all the way down around. So right now we're gonna tie these in with our clips. We're gonna put H-brace clips on all the way down, and we'll get to show you guys a final of what it's gonna look like when it's finished. But right now it looks pretty darn good from where I'm standing. So we're gonna get working on it and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Well, good morning, guys. Today is day 3 of doing the fence work. Today we're going to install some barbed wire here, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I am not at all an expert at this, but you get to watch us do it. So let's get to it. Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Well, I'm giving another quick bit on the fencing situation. Me and Junior are now working on the front part of the homestead. Anybody ever tell you putting a fence in is easy work? They're full of poop. Because I am beat, man. I have hit everything from solid clay, dried, that was like digging through concrete, to hitting clay that was wet and heavy and solid, to hitting nothing but chert. Ugh, a lot of work. I got Junior over now. We had a string run that we ran across to keep all the poles in line, and I didn't wrap it up. I just grabbed it, put it together, and become a big ball of knots. So I got him over there fixing the knots right now, getting it untangled. He's almost done. It's only taken about 2 hours. and then had him go over and get the ones that we used for the side of the previous one we just showed you. And he threw that down and got that all tangled too. So yeah, not a lot's been getting done on that part. So as soon as he gets done untangling that line, we're going to stretch that line across so we can get our gate poles set up and then do the rest of the front of the Homestead. Now, on the front of the Homestead for this run, we're just going to use barbed wire. We're trying to keep a pest out that has become a pest to us every day, almost every day since we've been here, and it's a goat. And unfortunately, that goat is a pain in the butt. So the owner doesn't know how to keep the goat in its pen, and just decides, well, I'll let the goat out for a little while like you would a dog, and then the goat comes down here and it gets on the porch and he digs through stuff and tries to get into the feed and gets in the way and then tries to butt you, and you know. So we're going to put barbed wire up for temporary in the front. It is going to be all fenced in like the ones you saw on the side. I just don't have money for that fence, but I have a ton of barbed wire that I bought. So we're going to do the barbed wire thing, and we'll probably do 4 to 5 strands up so he can't get through it. Go all the way down the side of the Homestead and then back across the back side to complete the paddock for the most part. If he gets in other than that, then I'm done. Because I am really beat right now. I mean, this is really taking a toll on me. Putting in a fence is nothing easy at all about it, especially post hole diggers and all that. So at that point, as soon as Junior's done, we'll get that line set up. We'll show you setting up the line. We'll show you dropping the poles in. I've already dug 2 holes for 2 poles. It's about 12:30 here, so it's about 86 degrees with just a slight breeze right now. There hasn't been a breeze most of the morning until now, and they're calling for a possibility of some hit or miss showers. So at that point, I'll get back to you. I'll explain what we're doing. I'll show you how to set it up. Barbed wire is pretty simple to do. You can use a barbed wire tensioner for it. I prefer not to, because like I said, this is only a temporary deal. What I'll probably do is leave the barbed wire up and put the fence over top of the barbed wire, the welded fence, and then that way, you know, it'll just be set there. I really don't mind. It doesn't bother me. It will keep any pests out that we need to keep out, which is the whole purpose of doing this. So at that point, guys, well, we'll see you in a few. Swisher Homestead here. Sorry about the generator, guys. Amy's working as usual. I know it's kind of an inconvenience to hear that in the background, but it is what it is. So we have stopped on our fence project. I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough. You've seen earlier in the video the steps that we went through, and now we're at our final end. Now, I want you guys to understand this. I am not a professional fence guy. I don't do this for a living. This is all learning experience. I never did really any fencing like this. I mean, I put up a wood fence for my house that we owned in Florida, but here, yeah, no. I've never done it before, and barbed wire, let me tell you, is a pain. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to show you what we've accomplished and what we've finished up in a short amount of time. Now, this whole project that we've just done had roughly cost us about $500 to do the whole project, which, when you think about it, isn't bad. It isn't bad at all. And I might be off on those numbers. It might be a little bit more, but not by much. Sorry about, I am sweating like crazy because it is hot out. It's been hot out here, and we've had a lot of stuff going on. And some more videos. We got a lot of videos coming up. I mean, a lot of videos. So we have just been compiling videos for you guys, and to get going so we can get on a steady pace. I'm sorry that we haven't had any videos come up lately, but we have been hard at work and doing a lot of videos. So, you know, for me to have time, by the time I'm done doing fencing and stuff, I want to just go to bed. I don't even want to eat dinner, just go to bed. I feel better. Since I've been out here, you know, a lot of things have changed on this. So if you're new to this channel, I just want you to know we come out here from the city. We didn't know anything about homesteading or anything, jumped into the fire, and we've been successful ever since, and hopefully we'll stay successful. And with your guys' help and sharing to your friends and hitting that like button and that subscribe button really helps us out. we're not making any money on this, so if I do reviews on stuff, I'm doing it on my own. I'm not asking for anything from any of these companies, but I want you guys to know that I'm not getting paid to say this is a good product. I'm telling you the truth of what the product's about. So let's get into the fencing situation, should we? Or shall we, should I say? And here we go. All right, guys, so as you can see, we've started our fence line right on our garden. There was no reason to put a fence there because we've already got it all fenced in. Now, if we went down every 10 feet, we've put in a T-post. So that's 2 T-posts and 1 wood post. Now, unfortunately, at the time we did this, the company that we were buying the posts from did not have enough posts, so we had to just make do with what we got. But I will do some minor repairs to this. But as you can see, we got the fence that runs all the way down, and we have stopped right about here and waited for the fence posts coming because I didn't want to do any more. So right here we did our H-brace. So we have our H-brace in. I am going to cut all these off level with the fence so it looks nice and neat. But we have gone all the way down to the end. All the way down there. I'll give you a zoom in so you guys get to see it. We had went all the way down to the very end. Now, we haven't started on that other side right there. For the specific fact is, we're waiting on our gate we ordered. We did order a gate with welded wire, smaller diameter than what they have right now, so we're waiting on that. All right, guys. So again, we started from our fence post right here, which comes off our chicken coop. Ran a small H-brace on one of the mains that's going to hold our gate that comes across here. We also did another H-brace right here and did this with bob wire for the time being because we couldn't afford to get the welded wire to do the rest. But this will eventually be all done in welded wire. We did do a 4-strand on the front, which was pretty easy. So come through here, you'll see we have our corner post. We put that in. Like I said, I'm going to cut this off over here, get that done. Junior hasn't finished his work. I'm going to have to get him. He's going to have to do that. So we have that. Now we ran 5-strand all the way across this way. And I'll take you guys for a walk down it. You guys kind of get to see what we've done. Now, this is 3/4 of the project is finished. We have 3/4 of the project to go. Right now I'm walking looking for snakes, copperheads and rattlesnakes. All right. So we're gonna get down to this corner, and I want you guys to not get upset. Don't start bashing me about this tree. All right. We had hooked all of our barbed wire into this tree right here. This is not going to stay that way. There's actually going to be a gate here. Again, another gate that we ordered for the Homestead. So none of this will be tied into that tree. That tree will be let go. But for the time being, it'll work. Now as we go down here, we got a 4-wire stretched all the way down to this last tree. Again, once I get some more T-posts, this will not be wrapped around this tree. It will hook up onto the fence post or the T-post or H-brace, whatever I decide to put in here, and that will be gone. I want to say this again. I am not into killing trees or damaging trees. This is a temporary fix for the time being, which will probably be about a month, and I'll get on with it. So we're going to finish from that tree all the way down to our entrance, which is way down there, and then put a gate up. Now, I know we've had a lot of discussions about our house, me and Amy, and what we're doing. And right now, we're at a standstill with the house because Amy's saying now She wants the house put way back in there. And our other house is gonna get put right there. It keeps changing all the time. We're trying to figure it out. Nothing ever works out like you plan on the homestead. And let me tell you, it's a hot day today. We did a lot of hard work yesterday, me and Junior. Junior, I'd just like to thank you, buddy. That's my stepson. I call him JR. Junior, his name's Desmond. He's a good kid. First time out in the country, first time doing this just like us, and hopped right on board. He has been a hell of a hard worker and a great kid too. And it's gotten him off of that darn computer and the Xbox and PlayStation and looking up all that stuff. But he's still YouTubing the hell out of it. But he likes that, which is great. So at that point, guys, you got to see part of the fence. We're 3/4 of the way almost finished. Man, anyways, guys, so we're 3/4 of the way finished, and that's our fence line that we've done so far. If you want to, hit the subscribe, the like button, we'd really appreciate it. And thanks a lot for stopping by the Swisher Homestead. God bless you all, and I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you later now. Bye.